Hello, my project is called Which Substrate is Best for Growing Moss. The purpose was to see which type of substrate would be best for keeping moss. There are 8 pieces of moss with 2 per substrate. They are placed in small containers with holes poked in the lid. The orange on the containers is from rust on a tray that they are placed on and is only on the outside. The 4 types of substrate are eco-earth, rocky dirt, moist napkin, and a control group of no substrate. Every other day they are sprayed with clean water and observed for changes in size and appearance. However, none of them changed in size. My hypothesis was that the moss in the eco-earth would be the best and the ones with no substrate would do the worst. But it is actually the opposite. However, I was right that the ones in the rocky dirt would do better than the ones in the moist napkin. This is probably because eco-earth was designed to absorb all of the moisture it comes into contact with, and so none of it got to the moss. However, with no substrate, all of the water went right to the moss. The reason I wanted to do this project is because my generation will face the consequences of global warming, and so I wanted to help address this issue. When I found out the moss can actually purify the air better than trees in the right quantity, I knew I wanted to use it in my project. My research is inspired by the city tree, which is a large wall of moss used to purify the air in cities. I wanted to know which kind of substrate would work best when keeping the moss alive. Setting up the experiment took about an hour, while the whole experiment took about 5 weeks. However, my project could have had some errors in it. Collecting the moss could have had the most error, since some moss is generally more healthy and more likely to thrive indoors than others, even when they are the same kind like mine. I found it very interesting that some moss just turned brown when it was decaying, but others completely flattened out.